Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and today we'll be reading from the Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. So today is July 6th, and in the Daily Stoic, July 6th is Rise and Shine. On those mornings you struggle with getting up, keep this thought in mind: I am awakening to the work of a human being. Why then am I annoyed that I'm going to do what I'm made for, the very things for which I was put into this world? Or was I made for this, to snuggle under the covers and keep warm? It's so pleasurable. Were you then made for pleasure? In short, to be coddled or to exert yourself? Marcus Aurelius Meditations 5.1. I absolutely love Stoicism, and Marcus Aurelius' Meditations is one of my favorite books. Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, right up there, but there's still more to read, so I kind of just took an aside just to tell you how I feel about Stoicism. It's comforting to think that even 2,000 years ago, the Emperor of Rome, who was reportedly a bit of an insomniac, was giving himself a pep talk in order to summon up the willpower to throw the blankets off each morning and get out of bed. From the time we're first sent off to school until we retire, we're faced with the same struggle. It'd be nicer to shut our eyes and hit the snooze button a few more times, but we can't. Because we have a job to do, not only do we have the calling we've dedicated ourselves to, we have the larger cause that the Stoics speak about, the greater good. We cannot be of service to ourselves, to other people, or to the world unless we get up and get working. The earlier the better. So come on, get in the shower, have your coffee, and get going. I really like that idea of rise and shine, because in recovery, I have a lot of difficult days. And when I'm going through severe depression, because I have clinical depression and major depressive disorder, along with a whole bunch of acronyms that I'm not going to list. And I also have a whole bunch of addictions. So it's like one hand washes the other. And I use sleep, a lot of sleep, during the day as a form of escapism. It may not be the healthiest thing in the world, but when I sleep and wake up, I'm still sober. Now, I only do those on days where I don't have to meet certain obligations. So we all have to work, we have to pay our rent, our mortgage, support our families. We have to do the things that are necessary in order for us to continue living the lives that we're living. And that's one of the great things about AA, NA, CA, SAA, and all of the other different groups that exist. So for me, the whole idea of rise and shine, especially since I'm a member of the 5 a.m. club, I get up at 4:30, 5 a.m. every day, if I'm lucky. Sometimes it's way earlier than that. But, and I'd love to be able to fall asleep and stay asleep for a really long time. I'd love to hit the snooze button. But every day that my feet hit the ground, I'm grateful for that. And then I attack the day as best I can and do as much work as possible. Right now it's focusing on the accountability group and school, but the number one thing, the absolute number one thing, is to stay sober. Because if I stay sober, the type of person that I am, I'm way better than the person I am when I'm in active addiction. I'm generous, I'm a good friend, I'm a good listener, I'm a good son, and the list kind of goes on. And that journey towards self-love, self-appreciation, self-understanding, self-awareness, those are all things that I'm able to actually engage in and achieve. So I hope that today, July 6th, you have the opportunity to get some sleep. And when you wake up tomorrow and rise and shine, you find some humility, realize there's a job to be done, and do the best that you possibly can with your 24 hours. Again, I'm Josh of the Accountability Group, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. All right.